compulsive statements we make. Things like, I have to clean the house, or else my spouse is going to blow up in my face. Hello guys, I just want to come here and quickly correct something that we may not take note of. I happen to be this kind of a person that I could note things that are not just there. And that is something about the way we speak to ourselves. Even in the slightest way we may not notice, we might be imprisoning ourselves. And that has to do with the compulsive statements we make. Things like, I have to clean the house, or else my spouse is going to blow up in my face. I have to manage my finances. I have to make money. I have to do this. You see, when we say things like that, when we say I have to, yeah, on the surface, it doesn't sound wrong. As a matter of fact, it's not really wrong. But the truth of the matter is, it suggests a feeling of enslavement to the subconscious mind. If you have to do something, it means you don't have an option. When you don't have an option, it means you are compelled to do that thing. If you can be compelled to do something, it means you don't have freedom. You know, the problem with that is God didn't make anybody to enjoy slavery. We were all made to have dominion over all the things that the Lord God made. So when we speak to ourselves in a way that we don't have an option, naturally what you're doing subconsciously in a very subtle way is you are introducing to yourself slavery, compulsion, because now you carry a burden on your shoulders like, if I don't do it, then I don't amount to anything. Once you say if you have to do something, it means if you don't do it, there is this calamity that is waiting to befall you. But the truth of the matter is, you don't have to do anything. So you may ask, are you trying to say I don't have to cook? Or are you trying to say I don't have to take care of the house? And you're saying everything is going to be normal? No. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do those things. I'm saying the way you are saying it to yourself is introducing slavery to yourself in a subconscious way. So what is the alternative to these ways that we say these things? The alternative is, why are you doing it? Why do you have to cook, like you say to yourself? You're cooking because as a human being, you need food to fuel yourself. You need a neat environment to live in, to stay healthy, to be an organized person. You want to be an organized person. And that's the reason why you are doing all of those things. You are not doing it because you have to. You need to, if you love yourself. So the reason why you're doing it is because you love yourself. That's what you want to talk to yourself about. That because I love myself, I want to put good food into myself. It makes you more aware of yourself. It makes you more aware of what you want for yourself. And it makes you more aware of the fact that you're taking care of yourself, not that you're doing something out of compulsion. Because the problem about that is those actions are things we have to repeat all the time. So you have to all the time. It creates this mindset of, I don't have my life. I just have to fulfill obligations so that I can be left to stay in peace for some while. No, you don't want to speak to yourself in that way. Don't speak to yourself in a demeaning way. You know, if I say don't tell yourself I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that, you might quickly grab that. But this one is a subtle thing. That's why I'm trying to take the pain to explain it as clearly as I can do. So, like I was saying, you don't have to pay tuition fee. That's not the way to say it. Because I care about my children. I want a better future for them. That's why I am providing them with education. That's why I'm providing their minds with education. You know what that naturally does to your mind? It's telling your mind that you are this person that cares. You are a person that cares. That's a positive energy. Rather than say, I have to pay house rent or tuition fee, say or see it like, okay, I don't have to pay house rent. The reason why I would be paying it is because I want us to continue staying here. Like you say, because I want to stay alive, then I should eat. You don't have to stay alive. You don't have to learn a trade. You're doing it because you want to be relevant, because you want to take responsibility for your life. You see, when you think in that light, your subconscious mind gets the message that, okay, you are being responsible by doing so act. Rather than for you to put it in your subconscious mind that I have to do this to be alive. I have to do this. There is a way it puts a burden on your subconscious mind. When you make statements like, if I don't clean my house and people come to visit us, they are going to see me as a dirty person. What you're saying is you're making your life, you are subjecting your life, your existence to the judgment of people. But instead of saying, I have to clean my house, why don't you say, oh, because I want to be a neat person, because I need a neat environment to stay healthy, then I'm going to clean my environment. You see, that is suggesting to your mind that you love yourself and you're trying to take care of yourself by what you do. Not that you are subjected to people. What you're not noticing is when you say you have to do something so that people would not judge you, what you're saying is that their judgment of you matters more than your judgment of yourself or how you feel about something. So that's what I just want us to take note of. I just hope you take the time to relax and process what I'm trying to say. You know, we are all spirit beings. If you try to process it in your head, you may have a lot of things to use to antagonize what I am saying. But if you try to use your objective mind and say, okay, if you're always filling your mind with I have to look for this money, I have to look for this. See, you don't have to do anything. You want to do it. That's why you are doing it. If you're being there for your family, whether male or female, you're not doing it because you have to do it. If you choose not to do it, you're not going to die, right? You are just not doing it. But the thing is, when you say, okay, I am providing for my family, or I am supporting my family because I want to be there for them. Now you are living your own life. You are stating things that has to do with who you are. It is portraying out your personality. It is not about what you have to do to keep them. When you have to do something to keep people, you are still saying to yourself in a subtle way, in a subconscious way, that if you don't do that thing, then you would not have that. And you see, there would be fear because you probably need that thing. You probably need that feeling. So you've already been suggesting to your mind that you are needy of so. And a needy mind is never a stable mind. A needy mind is never one that has stamina. So the way we speak to ourselves matters much. That's just what I want us to realize. I'm not saying all those things are not important, but ask yourself, why am I doing it? Why am I slaving myself for my children? Why am I working so hard? It has to do with who you are. It doesn't have to do with what you must do for people to approve of you. If you have to make it about people's approval, then you have become a slave in a way. And remember, like I said, God did not make any one of us to be comfortable with the status of slavery. We all want freedom. So speak to yourself in a free way. Think of yourself as a free mind, as a free spirit. One of the things that God gave us is free will. There is a reason why, because He created us to be free people. He said, have dominion over things. It is in us to want to have dominion over things, not to be caged and imprisoned by circumstances. So don't let that imprisonment start in your mind. Don't let it start with your words. Give yourself life by the words you tell yourself. Say, I am working because I am a responsible adult. I am working on this project because I want to achieve this out of it. Not because I have to do it so that people will see me in a good light. Remember, slavery. You're not cooking, you're not cleaning the house because your spouse is going to complain if you don't do those things. Yes, they may, but you as a person, as a whole person that you're supposed to be, if your spouse is not complaining, why would you do that thing? That's the reason why we should do things. You're cleaning the house because you need a neat environment, not because of anybody's judgment. Please, don't subject your mind to slavery unconsciously. Always speak life and strength about yourself and to yourself. You never have to do anything. You do those things because you are an amazing person. So look for that amazingness in that thing you're trying to do, and let that be your reason, not people's judgment, not people's affirmation or rejection. Just you and you alone. You are worth so much. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye. Till next time.